Good morning, everyone, from Lagoon here in Farmington, Utah. It's been about 2 years since my past visit. We got a fun group today, including a member of our group who's never been here before.
Let's go, about time.
You excited to ride 11 roller coasters today?
Can't wait.
It's here October. Park is open until 11 p.m. It is a Saturday. I think it's going to be a busy one, but I'm excited to be back here. For those who've been following the channel for a long time, you might know that this was my home park for like 4.5 years. So I know this place very well, but they actually have quite a few big changes. The biggest of which is actually a recent announcement regarding the closure of Jetstar 2, their classic Schwarzkopf. So we're here to take our final rides on it, and for some people, ride it for the first time.
Never been on it. It was closed during COVID. You couldn't social distance on it, so we had to come back for it.
Well, I'm glad that you're able to get on it before it closes. As of when we're filming this, I think we have about 2 weeks left. But some other big changes around the park is we have a recently upgraded candy store after a big fire. Actually, it burned down, but they actually renovated it and it looks fantastic from everything I've seen. So we'll go check that out. They actually removed and relocated the animals here. They're a part of their zoo. So we're gonna go see what that looks like. They are getting an S&S Scream and Swing next year, so we'll go see what that looks like. We have a brand new themed area this year, the District, with the only wild swing from Art Engineering in the United States. We're gonna go check that out. But first, we are heading to Primordial because no one here has ridden it. I've ridden it twice and I only got one of the settings, so it should be cool to try out the different options.
I don't know anything about it.
Good.
I'm ready.
Never seen a POV?
No. Only maybe clips on like TikTok
We're
scrolling,
going
but
completely blind. We don't know anything about
I'm really
it.
excited for the backwards inverted spike.
Oh, spoilers.
my guess is like something like Canada's Wonderland's like Guardians thing, which I think is just okay, but hopefully it's better than that.
We're here at Rope Drop, so even though the park has not officially opened, they have let people in the park so the parking doesn't get too crowded with the front entrance, so that's why we're walking straight to Primordial. Primordial is already testing, and we do have quite the line already forming here. When I was here 2 years ago, I waited like an hour to get my 2 rides, so hopefully the line is shorter now, but it looks like we also have a lot of people who had the same idea to come here first thing. Yo, this is crazy. This is before the park is even opened yet, and we have all these people waiting for Primordial. So last time I was here was like 2 weeks after opening and they hadn't gotten the waterfall working. It's really cool to see it running now. It is beautiful.
In Austria, welcome you. You have answered our call, and the time is now for your journey to begin. Each of whom possess an extraordinary gift.
This whole station is beautiful. Feels like we're in like our own little indoor theme park out here.
It's the forbidden journey of the park.
We're loading like fly. Here we go. About an hour after park open. Finally on the ride. Woo! In we go. Shoot the spiders.
Needs more audio.
It does need more audio. I feel like there's music in here before. Maybe because they reset the ride.
This is like Kung Fu Panda at Universal Beijing.
All right, and that was the backward slide track.
That was, I don't know.
Weird, right? The last one I had was not that. So, your first ride's on Primordial. Thoughts?
Kind of feels like a Chinese dark ride. Not in like a bad way or anything, but the
Thanks to the Chinese.
Yeah, the screens are a little bit choppy. I know at one point like my glasses I couldn't really see too well on them, and then the gun is a little hard to maneuver on it.
Okay.
The coaster section of the ride is done like way better because once you start the coaster section, a real animatronic comes out like a wizard, zaps you, and then you do the helix and stuff backwards. Like that was done well. Like Guardians at Canada's Wonderland should have another little indoor coaster section. That would have made the ride for me.
Yeah. No.
It's good. It's a solid ride. It's unique. I don't think I'm gonna get back in the queue and wait 2 hours for it. I'm happy with my ride. What do you think?
I think it's what the park needed. It's really unique. It's awesome. For a park that's not owned by a big chain, I think they've done a really good job. I think the audio could be a little better, but the ride itself was super unique. The ending really took me by surprise. We slid backwards, didn't we?
Yeah. 3 different settings. Technically 6 because there's actually two different screen projection options for you. So we had the fire dragon. There's also an ice dragon. And so you can have that matched up with either the forward slide track, the backward slide track, or the drop track.
We kind of want to ride it again to do the other setting. So it's like if people come today and they only ride one setting, it gives them a reason to come back to the park. And it's like it makes it very rideable because you never know what you're going to get. It's sort of like the Guardians thing. You never know what song you're going to get. Here, you don't know what ending you're going to get. So it's a great fit for the park, and I'm glad they built it.
And here we are at stop number 2 of Lagoon. This one, a very important one because Lagoon has made their official announcement. This ride is retiring at the end of 2025. This is one of the few Schwarzkopf Jetstars left in operation. Lagoon is one of the very, very rare parks that actually has 2 Schwarzkopf coasters. This one, you ride bobsled style, so it's like 2 people at a time. So as a rule, no single riders. So we have a group of 4, so we'll all ride together. You take the spiral lift up to the top and it's pretty forceful. So I'll miss this attraction, but I'm not surprised it's closing because we're starting to see a lot of these Schwarzkopf coasters leave, right? Manufacturer's defunct. I imagine parts are harder to come by. This thing's an oldie, but it's a goodie, and I'm glad that we get to get on it before it closes. And if you have the opportunity to come out here to Lagoon before it closes, you should do it. Come ride this thing. Jeremy and Mark, you got credit completion finally.
That was sick. It's kind of sad, like knowing that they're getting rid of this because no other company makes a ride like this. That's like this small, this intense, this compact, and it's really nice.
Had you ever done like this exact layout before or anything like that?
No, this is my first one where it's one car, and I think it's probably better than the longer car models.
I liked it a lot. It was forceful. A little bit of like, whoa, like you could tell it's an older ride. It's cool.
Honestly, if they put this in the Primordial Mountain, it'd be a better attraction.
One of the things I was thinking about for that ride is because Lagoon did say that they are working on a worthy replacement. And if you look right where the is positioned in the park, there's the 2 flat rides, the Zamperla Air Race and then the flying scooters. If they could move those to somewhere else in the park, which there's room, they definitely could, then in theory you would have a bigger space that you could put in something substantial. But the fact that they're taking this out now makes me think that they do have something planned, but it won't be for 2026 because that's when they're doing the Scream and Swing. So maybe 27, I don't know, we'll see. Here we go, dispatching on Cannibal. Brett made a good comment. It is 10 years old this year. That is crazy, opened back in 2015. Just stare straight up. We're going all the way up there. There you can see the other lift. That's so cool.
Oh my god, I see the in and out.
Great view of I-15. Over 200 feet in the air, let's go! Whoa! Okay, ready for the craziest part? Whoa! Oh my god!
Oh, Colossus!
Oh! Whoa!
pretty cool.
It's fast. What's up? How's your ride?
Good. I forgot that you like the forces on it. I was bringing on like multiple parts of the ride, so that was really cool.
Yeah, it carries the speed pretty well. How was your first ride?
It was good. It felt a little more janky than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit smoother in the front, but yeah,
it reminds me so much of Conan, but it's not really like Conan. It's weird. It's like a mix of it. You know?
It's an alternate reality Conan. It's like, what if we took a 200-foot hypercoaster and like threw in inversions, but it's like still compact.
It's starting to vibrate a little bit. It's starting to run like Carnage.
Not as rough. Carnage is definitely rougher.
It's really good. It felt a little clunky. The train felt a little like rickety.
That I can agree with. Yeah, these trains are very interesting. It's art engineering. Same restraints if you've been to Drayton Manor and done their new sit-down trains on Shockwave. Like, pretty sure it's the same lap bar
the same as the one at Cannibals too? Impulse?
Yeah, I think so.
I think.
Wait, no. Those are the Wickeds.
Wicked. I
think.
The same.
But are they the same? They might be.
I gotta ride it again.
I know. We'll go back to Wicked. Take a look. This is the most Utah shirt I have ever seen. Also, they do have Jetstar 2 shirts. Kind of wish it didn't have the stats on. I feel like they're kind of ugly. But like, other than that, the design is actually pretty cool, and I like that they're selling these, especially since it closes very soon. I like this one too. Yeah, good on you, Lagoon. They actually have some decent merch here. Wicked line stretching down the pathway per usual. Not gonna lie, the sign has seen better days. Might be time for an update here. But something that we noticed with both Cannibal and also here is that we're used to having single rider lines here, but they actually changed the merge points. So now you wait in the normal line and then you merge partway through. So if you're a single rider, you only skip like that last little portion. You can't just like bypass the regular line. So it's almost like less of an incentive for whole parties to use the single rider line because you're not actually going to skip as much as you would otherwise. Kind of interesting. All right, as we pull down the Wicked restraints, definitely different than Cannibals.
Yeah, they are different. You're right. No hats.
Similar though, in how it's kind of like long and like narrow.
I kind of wanted to try and get that booster seat on here so we could see what that's about.
In case you guys didn't know, if you are like a smaller kid and you want to ride this, they have a literal booster seat that they put in the seat to like give your kid extra height. It's really, really freaking cool.
Yeah, I think you can ride with like a lower height requirement on it, but I don't know about
it's like you have to be accompanied by parents. So it's really genius invention.
I think Cannibals has it.
Yes, because it's also zero.
I don't know anyone else.
Yeah, so vertical LSM launches are pretty rare, but what makes this one interesting is that you start accelerating flat and then you continue launching upwards, which is different from like the Dubai coaster where it's only like a vertical launch. So here we go.
Here we go.
Whoa! And the ride's over. Good time, everyone.
All right, we did a near stop. Here we go. It's like the overbank curve on RC3 of the piece.
Such a weird ending. First half is awesome.
Low key, like a Heartline roll at the end would have been really nice. Like a slow thing.
Yeah, it's a solid ride. I mean, it's like the first like a time when Lagoon added a big roller coaster that people were like, whoa, you know, that's like it's meant to be like a standout ride.
Yeah.
And it's kind of interesting that their two big coasters here are both single car like ride vehicles going around.
Popped up in Sky Rush.
Yeah. These things can kind of crush your thighs a little bit, not gonna lie. What do you think?
It was really good.
Good.
I really liked it. Yeah, that first half was crazy. The launch was way snappier than I thought. Yeah.
And here it is, right next to the Wild Mouse in Spider, the plot of land for our upcoming S&S Scream and Swing. A second huge S&S flat ride in this park following, of course, their special Shot Tower rocket. Next year, there will be a massive Nutcracker statue right here, built by our friends at 3DX out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Just two arms swinging out over top. Nutcracker theme to kind of tie in with the beer garden right over there. It's gonna be very, very impressive. Huge ride, the size of like, you know, the ones that we see at SeaWorld San Antonio and Busch Gardens Tampa, Hershey Park. It's gonna be a big swing. This park already has a lot of flat rides and this is gonna be another excellent addition to their lineup. Welcome to the Wild Mouse. This is going to give us one of the best views of that plot of land and where the Scream and Swing is going to go. There it is. There's going to be a swing right there. Whoa! that's crazy. Look at that. Whoa.
A lot of laterals.
So many laterals.
Oh
Whoa.
my goodness.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Whoa. There used to be a top spin right there. Whoop. Oh.
Really smooth though.
It is very smooth. Woo.
Oh.
The brakes hit really hard on this one.
I think that's gonna go next.
I actually didn't realize that there were any animals left here. You can see a couple kangaroos just through the fence. This is always one of the better exhibits here at Lagoon with their zoo. I was never a big fan of this, and frankly, very few people actually come up to see them, so I don't really feel like having animals was ever necessary here. And so I think it's a very smart move that they're rehoming them, and I imagine they'll probably do the same here as well. So now as we head towards the back of the park, you can see this is the train route. This is where you would start to see some of the zoo animals here. So they have this colorful fence up kind of showing historical photos of Lagoon, and that's to cover up these buildings over here. That's where they would actually keep a lot of the animals here. So yeah, we'll see if they end up like doing something else with this space. It'd definitely be nice to see maybe some new historical buildings, kind of like what they have over here in the Pioneer area, or maybe even some other attractions. We'll have to wait and see, but up ahead is the district. So this is the new for 2025 themed area. It's all steampunk-like. It actually replaced their old log flume that was here. So the log flume was pretty much right where this Zamperla Nebulas is. So they have the Nebulas, the Wild Swing, the only one in the US, and then it looks like this other small flat ride up here. I really like the presentation that they did for this attraction. Looks really, really good. All the gears. Yeah, fantastic work from Lagoon and Art Engineering. Another art engineering attraction in this park alongside Cannibal and Bombora. I know a lot of our US viewers probably have not done one of these wild swings yet. They're definitely starting to pop up a lot more in Europe. I didn't even get to my first one until earlier this summer. I did the one at Family Park in Austria, which is actually a Coastin' Through Europe video that we have not posted yet. But keep an eye out for that one whenever we do get around to it, because then you can actually see like our first reaction to Wild Swing. It's a lot more fun than you would expect. Like even as an enthusiast, this thing caught me off guard. I was like, wait, that's actually like a really fun attraction. And so I think it's really cool that a park here in the US got one. And I imagine now that there's one here in the US, if another park in the US was interested, then maybe it's a bit more accessible. They can come out here, give it a try, and then decide if they want to add one for themselves. So good on Lagoon for taking the jump. And you know, you can see some European tendencies in this park. Like some of the guys were comparing their ops to like Europa Park in just terms of efficiency, how it's just go, go, go. And this is another kind of very European-esque addition here. Some very industrial looking fencing here, lots of gears all around. Just kind of a generic steampunk theme for this area, but it's really the first time that we've actually seen Lagoon attempt a themed area of some sorts. This is very much an amusement park that happens to have a couple highly themed rides. So like, hey, I think it's pretty cool that they tried out something cohesive, and overall, it looks nice. This space right here used to be a gift shop. There was like a big plushie of a bear, and now it's the Snakebite Saloon and another location in the park where they actually serve alcohol, because previously it was just the beer garden. So you can see they sell some candy, still some stuff that you can purchase over here on the wall, and then right over here, our proper saloon, all your different drinks set at the bar top. It wasn't too long ago that the previous candy store here in Lagoon burned down in a fire, and they have completely turned around this space, building a 2-story beautiful building. This looks like something out of Efteling. I am wildly impressed. I cannot wait to see the inside of this. Carousel candy. Wow. Look at this. This is beautiful. So charming. Look at that. That is fantastic. This is such a vibe in here. I love this.
I like the Ferris wheel.
The Ferris wheel's awesome.
It's really good.
You know what this reminds me of? In the Ministry section of Epic, the candy store there, where it's like the magical creatures.
Every time I go to Epic, I just run to the Miss Umbridge ride. I don't even like pay attention to any of that stuff, man, honestly.
He's like, what are you even talking about?
Like Miss Umbridge, like
Look at this truffle I bought. It's like so pretty. It's like dark chocolate ganache, and then there's like white chocolate on top, and then jelly bean. It looks so good.
I'm not even gonna lie, this is freaking fantastic. So good. It was like $4, worth it.
So that's the candy store right here. Next door, also brand new, part of the same building. This is called the Atrium. So it looks like this is how you get upstairs. There's a stairwell right there, and it is definitely not open at the moment, but I'm assuming that's how you get to the second floor. And then this is also brand new. Again, look, very Efteling-esque. This is so nice. This is called Peacock Parlor. Okay, so it's an ice cream place. Whoa. This is awesome. Kind of reminds me when Hershey Park redid their front entrance, and then they added in that big like ice cream store. That was really cool. This area is beautiful. And of course, if you haven't been to Lagoon, there's like peacocks everywhere. So I think it's kind of cool that they leaned into that for this place. Peacock, ice cream, and gelato. I know I've been critical of Lagoon in the past, you know, things like the lack of queue space or the need for more lockers and, things like that. There's videos where you can go see that. But I will also always compliment them when they're doing things very well. And this whole area that they redid post-fire is fantastic. It is one of the nicest looking sections of the park. I would actually say it now kind of stands out against everything else because everything else is very classic, and like this is modern while evoking that classic vibe, which means that everything else kind of looks dated surrounding it. So I know that they're working on some other big stuff at the moment, like the Screaming Swing, and clearly Jetstar 2 replacement will probably be up next. But at some point, I would like to see them update maybe the games areas surrounding it in the central area, maybe even the big gift shop up front right by the entrance, or even update the entrance. The entrance plaza is very, very small. So, there's certainly some things they could do to kind of help tie it all together, but this is really an excellent step. This is some of the best presentation that I've seen at Lagoon. Like seriously, if you saw just this shot, this section right here, and was like, all right, guess what park this is at? I feel like most people would pick like a European property, like a Tivoli Gardens or a Europa Park or something, not Lagoon. And that's a compliment because those places overseas are incredible. To the left of the candy store are all these construction fences here in the center area. So you have Midway Games over there, and directly above us is the Sky Ride. But all right here, they've dug up this central area. So it makes me wonder what exactly they're doing. Maybe just a general refresh? I don't know. This side has all the seating area now with like tables and chairs and just very nice alcoves. So maybe that's what they're duplicating on the other side. And as night has fallen, take a look at this light package on the Nebulas. Wow, it just pops, and oh my gosh, they're pumping it with fog. Soon I'm not even gonna be able to see the attraction. All right, it's somewhere through there. Wow, that is electric.
Bear crawls.
How's this gonna work?
Oh my god.
Let it be known that our last ride ever on Jetstar 2 is gonna be with 3 of us shoved into one space. This is so utterly ridiculous. He's holding my backpack like this. This is designed for like 2 people, maybe 2 adults and a kid.
My leg.
You okay? I am smushed in between you two. So, a couple fun facts about this ride. It opened here at Lagoon in 1976.
Oh my God.
44 feet tall, and it was a relocation from Washington State.
I'm so squished. My leg hurts so bad.
We are gonna get rocked through this turn.
Oh, this is gonna hurt so bad, bro. What an amazing ride.
And that was our last ride ever on Jetstar 2.
Incredible.
That was an incredible memory. Wow. Are you okay?
I just took the forces of you too.
So with that, the park is closed. We are on our way out. Fantastic day, long day, rode a bunch of stuff, plenty of stuff that we didn't include in this video. Brett, what was your thoughts on Lagoon for your first time?
Did not disappoint. Incredible park. It really does show you what not having Express or Fast Pass does to a park. The operations here are incredible, and the park was probably almost at capacity today, and we did not wait more than, what, 40 minutes for a ride?
Yeah, I mean, granted, I'm sure Primordial had probably like an hour and a half, 2 hour line, like midday, but we did it first thing in the morning, so we avoided that. But everything else, the lines move so fast.
And honestly, like, main IP park, I think this is one of the best parks in the whole of the US. Like, as the amusement park goes, this is an incredible park. Like, and it goes under the radar because everyone says, oh, it's expensive to get in here, but I do think that you do, with the operational hours, you do get your money's worth in the day here. And everyone should come out here at least once because this park is incredible.
Yeah, no, that's very valid. I love hearing people's first reactions to this because this is one of those parks that absolutely flies under the radar, as you mentioned, but also is a little bit tougher to get to for a lot of people. And so, like, you know, it's kind of like almost, you have to make a pilgrimage out here. That's why, like, you know, people see Cannibal and it's like one of those, like, elusive rides. But, yeah, it does have that expensive ticket price. But I'll tell you what, here's something that I've mentioned in the past. If you are an ACE member, then you get a great discount. Like, normally it's like over $100. I think our price was like $85 after taxes. Yeah. So, you know what? You save some money and not too bad, right?
And they'll run.
I mean, still expensive, but
they'll run every ride on full capacity. Like, they do everything for the guests here. Like, we've had an amazing day, haven't we?
Yes, no, it's been a very good day. Honestly, one of my best visits to Lagoon, even considering the crowds. The fact that we're still seeing like so many changes around the park, like investment each year, is very refreshing when so many parks are, you know, couple years, several years sometimes between investments, and like the parks feel stagnant, you know, each season. Here you really do have something that you can look forward to each season. Even if it's not a huge new ride, it's still improvements in some way. Come on, next year they have an SNES Scream and Swing that they're debuting, which is going to be a fantastic fit, another great flat ride to this park. So appreciate your guys' support, and I'll see you next time.